Hi everybody, welcome to OP Digital Blueprint. I'm joined today by two illustrious leaders. Look at this, Jeanne, Alleva and Redfern. Welcome to you both.
Yeah, hi Andy, how you doing? Hi Jeanne.
Hi Andy, hi Red. It's great to be here.
We as usual are going to leave the floor to Red to start us off, and then we love just throwing him into the cauldron and whatever bubbles about we start to talk about. So over to you, Red. Say hi and
thanks very much, Andy. Nice to be here with Jeanne. Obviously, hi, how you doing? Sorry, no live today, guys. I was travelling and didn't get back till at least a half an hour or so after my scheduled live, and I thought, as I'm coming on Andy's show tonight, then I can fill in the blanks for those as well. So apologies for that. As far as ONPASSIVE is concerned, I haven't got anything new for you, except for, as always, guys, make sure that you log in to your OES on a daily basis. That is where corporate information comes on that pop-up towards the top center of your ecosystem. I have actually had a couple of people reaching out to me via a couple of mean ways. Somebody sent me some information, somebody else directly to me, saying I can't log into my account. That's because they were trying to go into OFounders. Okay, it really is important, especially at this stage where information is needed to for us as founders, affiliates and users to understand how we're going to go to the next phase of ONPASSIVE, that we do make sure we listen to what is being said. And part of that is to listen to programs like this, and also Marty, Chris, Marcel's lives, Julie's, Michael's, etc. And that will bring you up to date. At the moment, the only option is for our ecosystem, our OES, and that is where we should be going to get information. What do I want to talk to you guys about tonight, for everybody else here to bounce off me? Confidence. That's what I want to talk to you about today, confidence. And the reason I'm doing this is, if you saw my live on Friday, it was about inner energy. I thought it was really, really good. I've been listening to a few videos and stuff about not motivational, but about how to look after your inner self. And the inner energy, I thought, was a fantastic topic. Why? Because we've all got it in one way, shape or form. But if you go to my channel and listen to it again, I've actually just put the version outside of me talking on there. And it really is amazing how the energy that exudes everybody is built up of really how you are. What do I mean by this? If you are a negative person, guess what energy you're going to be giving off? Yes, negative energy. If you are a upbeat, positive person, guess what you're going to be giving off? Yes, upbeat and positive energy. And I always revert back to saying the same thing of when somebody walks in a room, some people have got presence, haven't they? You know, there's something about these people. Now, some people call it confidence, and some people call it energy, or whatever you want to call it. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you about here, is that how do some people manage to stay high energy, high confidence throughout journeys of startup businesses, through anything that you're doing in life that might take time? How do you keep that level of energy and confidence going within yourself? Now, if you watch that video, there is certainly lots of information there of how you can help yourself to keep those confidence energy levels going as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned, or your own personal life. And it really is interesting that they talk about not only how you're mentally thinking and feeling, but there's a lot of other things as well. physics, as in physicalities, is certainly one of the big points. You know that Jane and I go to the gym on a regular basis to keep our physical being in as much to tip-top condition as we possibly can. This gives you energy. The endorphins that you get from working out and staying fit give you that buzz, that adrenaline, that energy that you need. And it shows. It shows for me as an old guy, I can stand up tall. I can walk in a straight line without stooping. I can lift things and all the rest of it. And it gives me that kind of energy. Also, what you're sticking in your body helps an awful lot as well. What you are eating has a massive effect on your energy levels, on your personal physicalities and how you feel. If you are a person that tends to eat stodgy foods or a lot of bread or whatever, all these things, yes, they taste nice, don't get me wrong. Yes, there is a part in your diet for all of these things, but lighter, higher protein foods are much better for you as far as your body is concerned. Now, am I saying everybody go on a diet, start eating better, blah, blah, blah? No, I'm not. I'm just giving you examples of how to not only look after yourself, but to give you that energy levels that's going to help with your confidence, going to help with being a person who can keep on going with a positive attitude, with a positivity that you need to stay the course. Now, I've said it time and time again about staying the course, of how important it is to stay the course. Because if you fall away and don't keep up with what is happening, then you are using a lot of that energy to get back in, I suppose, back up to speed, back in contact with the beginning or where we want to be. I certainly believe that if we stay the course, we stay engaged, and we are part of our massive group of individuals, the core, I suppose, of ONPASSIVE, then combined as a collective, when it comes for the next phase of ONPASSIVE, we are positioning ourselves in a extremely good position. Now, the facts and figures that Tanya put up today, actually, on Passive Nation, about how long certain businesses took to actually get to a position of being in profit, staggering. And these are not companies that we don't know anything about. These are companies that are the likes of Tesla and Amazon. You know, I mean, we're not talking about Mickey Mouse companies, but majority of them took, well, one of them, I think it was Amazon, took 13 years from when they started before they made a profit. Tesla was 8 years or 9 years before they made a profit. Now, how long have we been on the ONPASSIVE journey? Yes, we've been on it for 6 years. Is 6 years a long time? Yes, it is. Have we actually really launched what ONPASSIVE is all about? I don't believe we have. I think we had a very good taster of it a year and a bit ago in September when we got going. And boy, did we see what is capable of ONPASSIVE back then, how fast that wheel rolled round, and you know how quickly everything started happening. This is why I firmly believe, if you are looking after yourself, if you've got that inner energy, if you've got the confidence, if you are staying the course, then when the green light goes and we are in a position so that we can move forward to that next phase, we are going to be in the best possible position we can do with the group of people that we are all friends with now in ONPASSIVE. There's going to be people who don't agree with me. I totally understand that. That's not my problem. I am here because I firmly believe in what is trying to be done here in ONPASSIVE, and that's why I am here waving the ONPASSIVE flag and staying the course. Back to you, Andy.
Thanks, Red. This is a great topic, actually. And before I obviously, hi, Collins. We've got you now. Before I go off on one, I'd like to hear what Jeanne has to say about her confidence levels. Obviously, we know they're very high. So how do you keep them so high? What do you do then, Jeanne?
Well, thanks, Andy. Thank you, Red. Oh my gosh, it's such a great topic. I mean, really, the energy that you hold, it just affects everything. It not only affects your physical health, mental health, emotional health. You know, if you're taking care of your body, you're spending time doing things that lift your energy, surrounding yourself with people that support you, and just all of those things, and it keeps you in this really solid state of confidence and high vibe and all of that. But what you're doing is when you're presenting that out into the world, it's the effect of that is that opportunities will come to you. People will come, you know, like Red said, if you're being all negative and stuff like that, you know, like people like us are not going to want to hang with you. And boy, will you lose out if hanging with you. You know what I mean? It's like you are not going to be able to take full advantage of what life is offering if you're all constricted and closed off and thinking negatively about things. So if you are just full of this positive energy, you know things are going well. And, you know, Ash Mufareh has built this incredibly beautiful thing. We know his track record. We have lived it, breathed it, used these tools. And so it's just, we've learned that the truth is that when you hold this kind of an energy, the result is fantastic. It's like, we don't need, it's not pie in the sky. It's not woo woo. It is literal. It has a tangible effect on our reality. And so it's just smart to keep your energy high, to keep your confidence high. And when I was listening to Marty share the numbers over the last several days, and I thought, you know, it just makes me so happy. Not that I care about the money or the numbers or any of those things in and of themselves, but when I look at that, even on the most conservative numbers, the one customer, you know, like if you go way down to, you know, if we just have a few customers, the effect that is going to have on our brothers and sisters around the world in a real way, just that small amount. And you think, well, we know we're going to get more than a few customers. So my happiness factor is so through the roof, which builds my energy, builds my confidence. I just think that I don't know that people really understand. I mean, the ones that are always on the lives and in the meetings all the time, we get it. But the people standing on the fringes looking in and just not quite willing to have full faith in it, they have no idea what's coming. They just are going to be blown away because it's really not going to take that many customers for our lives to change, because it's not just one customer buying one product. It's going to be dozens of products and dozens of customers, and it's just going to build over time. So I know that was kind of two topics in one, but I love where this is going. So that's all I want to share for now. Thanks so much, Andy.
Thanks, Jeanne. Yeah. I must admit, Red, I'm definitely a bread lover, so I don't necessarily do the gym so much as chair aerobics. I think I'm built more for chair aerobics than the gym, to be fair. But Collins, what is your take on what we're discussing today?
Oh, right. Just blew my mind, and I was thinking about the topic. Thank you, Jeanne, for coming. That was really great. You know, so, and I was thinking about it, you know, the topic we had, you know, on the Heroes webinar this Sunday, which is one life. We have just one life, one opportunity, one moment, and, you know, just a chance to make it happen. You know, in life, we don't have that many opportunity. You know, sometimes we struggle. There are things that we do, we try, and it didn't work out. We have to try something else. But how many times do we have a chance to change our life? And sometimes when it comes, sometimes we don't even see it. Because as they always said, all the glitters are not gold. So we always dive into shiny objects, thinking that it will change our lives. At the end of the day, it vanished, and all of us cried because they will just milk everything out, and then we are still in the same position. So I always say, what if they provide you, or you are presented with an opportunity that will change your life, not only your life, but the people around you, even your surrounding, your community? Will you say yes or no? Red always asks that question a lot of times, because this type of opportunity doesn't come often. It comes maybe in a decade again, it will come, and maybe it will even, when it comes, it will not even meet you, because those who already understand it will jump into it, take it. Sometimes we are presented with opportunity that's already gone, and we just see it at the tail end, where we are not even the receiver, but we have to pay so much to receive just something tiny. And sometimes when we receive something tiny, we still celebrate. So what if you are presented with an opportunity like this, the position we are in now? Will you say yes or no? Or will you say, oh, it's taking it's too long, I can't wait? But remember, when it happens, even your waiting time will not be counted, because your life will change so drastically. And even your 20 years or the time when you start to celebrate, you don't even know. For instance, Red has a restaurant, a chef. It takes Red number of years to get to where he is. But remember, when he was going through that journey, oh my God, it's too much. But when the celebration came, Red forgot everything. All the memories of the struggle disappeared. And now you're just celebrating your success. My God, this is my hard work, and everything has put me in this position. That's how life is. Sometimes you need to struggle through life for you to achieve what you want to achieve. But remember, success doesn't come, like at the snap of your finger, that, oh, this is it. Because if it was like that, maybe everybody will achieve, everybody will be successful in life. I don't need Andy, Andy don't need me, because Andy can just snap the finger and something will happen. But it doesn't happen that way. So we need to go through all of this, and through, difficulties, that is when you learn. You cannot learn from your success, you learn from your difficulties. When you pass the exam, life was so easy, nobody will ever learn anything. But when you hit rock bottom, that is when you realize and you can make changes in life. And when you bounce back, you become more stronger and more powerful, because you say, oh my God, I was going this way, but now thank God that it happens this way. Now I've learned from this way, and this is the right direction to take. And you will be in a better place to advise others who want to come in. Said, yes, what I did was right, but I went through this way, so please don't go there. This is the best way to go, so you can achieve this. Our stories in this business will really help us. And, we are in a unique position to make a difference. And this opportunity, when we are talking again, I always look at those who will realize it, who will come and watch this, this video, this YouTube video one day. They will realize this opportunity. Honestly, they will never allow it to go. Those who heard it and they take 2 steps back, this is the time for you to rethink again, because opportunity like this, doesn't come that often. When you are presented with one life, you just have one life, you have one opportunity and one moment to make it happen in your own life. Only you can make that decision, nobody. And when you want to listen, don't listen to the noises. They say sometimes you need to be in your own quiet moment and make that quiet decision from your heart. But when you open your ears and you listen to noises, what happens? You make a lot of mistakes, because too many noise, you cannot really concentrate, because people are telling you what you need to do. But you need to listen to your innermost heart and say, this is where I should go. Why is Red there? Why is Andy there? Why is Jeanne, Alleva there? Why are all those people, Madi Digamo? Why are they still there? There is something in this place. Why are they so excited up to now? 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and they are still there. It means there is something. I don't need to see Mr. Ash Mufara, regularly to keep me excited. But I need to see Red still fired up. I need to see Andy. I need to see Jeanne, Alleva, Madi Digamo, all of those people. When I see them, Mike Ellis, you can go on and on. When you look at these people and they are still there talking, it means there is something in this place. And I know I'm in a better place to be counted among the greats. I'll leave it there, Andy, for now.
Thanks, Collins. Yeah, I think there was a a song back in the 90s that went snap, I've got the power. But many people get their confidence, their energy from different places. I was lucky enough to meet somebody who showed me a different way of looking at life. And I walk around my village with this inane grin on my face, smiling at everybody. And most people, funnily enough, actually smile back, which is great. But I make a point of saying good morning, good afternoon, and then some people just think I'm nuts, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But it always made me giggle when you go to the bar. By the end of the evening, you've got the positive ones up one end of the bar and the negative ones up the other end of the bar, and never the twain shall meet. It's that I find that fabulous. So I've always got a smile on my face. I don't really give a damn what happens at the end of the day, because I'm a happy bunny, and that's what counts. That's the most important thing for me. Because, and I'll tell you what, it makes a difference, because as I said, I walk around the village. I just look for things that I love. But after a while, it becomes habit. And when you do have that habit, you get an inane grin on your face. And people start to react differently to you. And I find that most amusing, because, Collins, you're right. At the end of the day, if we didn't see, Jeanne's smiling face, or Red's face, or Marty or Mike, or Comfort every week, then we'd get a little bit worried of what's going on. Why haven't we seen these people? But because they're the same as we are, because they have this inbuilt energy, we want to see them every week. We want to be kept abreast of what's going on, if and when we can. So it's great to hear Marty. It's great to hear Chris Johnson, and obviously everyone here and on the panel that we have on a Sunday as well. So, Red, what else would you like to add in?
There you go. Unmute always helps. Where we are at the moment in ONPASSIVE, some people can handle it and some people can't. I think is probably the bottom line. And if you're going to be very honest, that is the truthful words. And it's how you handle this period that really is going to, in my opinion, determine some outcomes for some people moving forward. Like I said, I want to be in my blocks on the starting line. When the gun fires off, I'm out of there, mate. I am down the track like an absolute whippet, right? And exploiting every single avenue, leveraging everything I possibly can from this business for the benefit of my business within ONPASSIVE. If I'm catching up to speed, then I've got to get to the starting line. I've got to get in the blocks, and then I've got to go. By this time, Mr. Redfern, he is down the track, man. He is off and running. And that's really where I want to see people. I want everybody to be with me on the biggest starting line that can possibly be of ONPASSIVE, so that when we are given the green light, we can then utilize the lists that Andy's been going on about, use the numbers as focal points and goals that Marty and Chris have been going on about, and all sorts of other people that has given us reasons to stay the course of ONPASSIVE. Those are the things that I want to see at the moment with people. What I don't want to see is people who can't handle the weight. Okay, find something to do, guys. Occupy your mind with other things. ONPASSIVE's not going anywhere. Okay, we are going to carry on. We're going to be talking about it until it is ready, right? You can come back in whenever you want, but is the but, and that's what I'm talking about, is that I want you to be on that starting line with me. I don't want you to be reaching out to people saying, I can't log in because of this, or how do I submit this and that, because you're not up to speed. Okay. I can assure you we will help where we can. But my energies, when we are going, is going to be on me and my business to get where I want, not doubling back on myself to hope to try and pick somebody up and bring them along forward. Yes, there's going to be time for that. Yes, there is as well. But you are going to be the one who's going to be a bit behind, not me. I'm making sure that I am here. And that's really where I think we should utilize this period of time, get the mindset right. Don't worry about ONPASSIVE. We're not going anywhere. Have the confidence, not only in yourself, but also this business, also in the company, also in our CEO Ashmufara, that he's going to deliver the goods. Okay? He could have done anything. You could have named any reason for things not to go forward from where they are to where we are now. He could have asked us for more money. He could have folded it for one and gone off. None of that has happened. He's still here working on our behalf for the benefit of all of us lot, because it's the right thing to do. Not because he wants the money. It's because he wants us to do well. And that's what you really need to have the confidence in, is that everything he's doing for the benefit of us. Back to you, Andy.
Thanks, Red. It is a very good point at the end of the day. It is a very good point. So, Jeanne, I'm sure you'd like to add to what Red has commented on. So, please, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you. Oh, Red, when you're talking about like you want to hit the ground running, and it all comes down to how strong is are people's like why, their purpose, their passion. Like how strong is your dream? Because if your dream is strong, you are gonna want to be on that front line with Red, going forward super fast. If your purpose is to say drill wells for people in Africa, those people are waiting for wells like last week. You know what I mean? People are starving. People are so if you have a strong purpose and desire and dream, whatever it is, if it's strong enough, you're going to be putting the time in now, getting yourself ready, making sure all your accounts are good. You are listening in, you're watching the OES updates, you're paying attention, watching everyone's videos, and just ready, like Red said, to be at that starting gate and ready to go. And so, I mean, again, if people haven't already done that inner work, saying, why, what do I want to do? Like if apples start, flowing heavily, how is my life going to change? It's way beyond, material possessions, right? But if people haven't already done that work, thinking about what jazzes them up, what makes them happy, what Andy, you were talking about, I go about my day, just looking for good things and that joy and that building of energy. This is the real work. All of the day-to-day tasks and stuff that we do that's just sort of part of it, but the real work is inside with our energy, with our really thinking about what our dreams are, what we want to be doing with life, how we're going to give back, blah, 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 all of that. So, just everybody just get excited. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that's been on the chats with your awesome comments, and especially Vavine Bene, because it is crazy o'clock where you are, and you are the bomb. You are so awesome. So thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeanne. That was really good, and you're right. Thank you to everybody that does come on and make a comment, and please do like and subscribe to the various channels we have. I'm definitely with you, Red. Whilst I am an extremely positive person, I don't have very much in the way of patience. And when I get phone calls from people in India that have done nothing except register, and now they start asking questions as to what's going on, why haven't we earned any money yet, I have very little in the way of patience for them. So I simply send them back to, watch this video, come and join Heroes on a Sunday. I'm not going to sit here and write an essay for you on my laptop because you couldn't be bothered. This is your business, folks. you know, and if you're not interested in your business, then tell me why I should be, because that's the way it works. Yeah. I'm interested in my business and I'm happy to help you if you're interested in your business too. If you're not, see you later. Collins, any final comments that you'd like to add?
Yeah, and you said it. I was just laughing, and I agree with what Red also said. Thank God that Red, you mentioned this. People must take it very, very seriously. ONPASSIVE is a serious business, and we must take it seriously, because if you don't take it, you know what? An affiliate will come and take it, hammer this side, and do so much well than you just sitting there crying, oh, I need this, I've not made money. Someone will come behind you and tell you, you know what, you're an idiot. They gave you this and you just keep it somewhere. This is a real business. And you are like, especially the early bird, yes, you can, this is a startup and Ash is building, going. But there are people who are just waiting. Those who are not even affiliate, they will come in, take this opportunity and run away with it. And they will understand the business better than some of us, know what to do. So this is the time not to only come and sit, but really take your pen and paper down. I always write I have a book for everything. I make sure I take every note. Mr. Ashmofar is saying, if I listen to Red, I write something that Madi Digamo, I learn from everybody, because at the end of the day, as Andy said, it is my business. If I don't do well, honestly, I'll be ashamed of my own self that I've spent time and I don't even have the time, and I'll see other people doing well, and it's like I wasn't listening to what they were saying. So we just need to take it seriously, because at the end of the day, like Red said, he will first try to manage his own business. It's like they offer you a shop, and you don't expect Red to shut down his shop to come and arrange yours. Red will first take care of his own shop, make sure everything is running smoothly, customers are coming in nicely, and then he'll turn and say, all right, how can I help you now? Red will not shut it down first. This is how it is, and that's how it will work. So please, like Andy said, take it very seriously, because it is not a joke. Know the little things that they've asked you to do. Know how to put yourself, position yourself. It's not about calling customers, oh, come here, because you cannot sell digital products. It's about knowing how the system works, what to do, what all those functions that are all within the ecosystem. It's not just for fun. It is there for something to help you build a business. Ash have given us, we said, level playing field for us to grow. But how far you can go is how much you know about how to use those tools that they've given you. And that's all I want to say. Let us just take it serious for those who are listening. Please, if you are chatting and you understand the business, help someone. Tell the person, don't come and cry. Go and read, go and check your store. Open your store and check it if everything is okay. Don't come and speak to me, because I have my own business to take care of. So, all right, Andy, I'll leave it.
Thanks, Collins. It did make me think for a minute. Actually, Red's down the gym. I'm running around the block. So I've got my running shoes on. You're just going to be a little bit slower off the block, Red. Anyway, any final comments, Red? You'll get there in a minute.
There it is.
There you go.
For the people who are in the chat saying that some of their friends and family think they're crazy because they're still here in ONPASSIVE and all the rest of it, I get what you're saying. We have it all the time. Don't worry about it. As I've always said, we see something that other people cannot see. It's not a case of I'll see it when I believe it. You actually have to believe to be able to see it. And this is the big difference, is that take it with a pinch of salt, okay? Be amicable, all the rest of it. A lot of these people are your friends, their family. They only are looking out for you because they just do not understand what you're in, what is happening. In the future, when ONPASSIVE starts growing, becomes more commercial, and they start seeing it, then they will start understanding that it is a proper business. You weren't lying, you're making money, all of these sort of things. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to say, how do I get involved? So all of these things that I've just talked about will come out in the wash. And I'm going to give you one example before I leave. And that is my youngest sister. And she is extremely successful in her own right, goes to Dubai a lot, had a house on the Palm as well. And she knows about me and ONPASSIVE over the last 6+ years. Again, somebody who sort of, you know, almost taps you on the head and go, there, you know, that kind of, you know, you'll be all right, don't worry, you know. And then she came back about 2 years ago and she said, I've just seen that business you're doing in Dubai. And she'd driven past the metro station on Sheikh Zayed Road. And I said, yeah, I told you. And so she now is a believer in me more now, not necessarily the company because she doesn't understand anything about it, but certainly she now believes in me more because of what she has physically seen with her own eyes. And exactly the same will happen to all of the people who call you crazy and all the rest of it when they start seeing the actual physicality of ONPASSIVE, whether it be in their own country, on billboards, or even maybe physical products as well that they'll be able to see. That's it from me. Back to you, Andy.
Thanks, Red. You're very right. I mean, we've all got those friends that say you're still in, really, but you're not earning anything. Yeah, and the problem is that when it goes and we all start making money, they're going to just turn around and go, "Oh, you were lucky." that's the best bit. Oh, you were lucky. Jeanne, any final comments before we close today?
Just to bank off of what Red was saying about people thinking you're crazy. I mean, the history is filled with examples of people who were crazy and crazy and crazy until they weren't, right? Like, you know, Elon Musk, you know, doing all of his things, you know, Edison, all these great inventors throughout time, they were mocked and ridiculed and everything until they were the greatest thing since sliced bread. So we are the ones that will be at some point in the view not mocked anymore. And so I think it's a badge of honor to be especially among everyone here on the screen and everybody that's watching. I mean, it just feels good because we know when you know, you know. And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Jeanne. Come again. We will get you here again. Don't you worry. Okay, guys, thank you very much indeed for joining us today. Don't forget we have Heroes on a Sunday. And Red, when's your next live?
It'll be tomorrow, Andy.
Tomorrow. Make sure you're on Red's live again tomorrow. So
thank you so much,
everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.